Welcome back to another Market Monday, your one-stop shop for all your Pokemon information. We go through last week's sales of sealed Pokemon products and Pokemon cards that are currently going up in price. And we do also cover any big Pokemon news, like cards are set to get revealed. And if I do see any good deals, I always try to throw them in here too. But before we get started, we do have to get thanks to our video sponsor real quick, and that is PokeNotify. If you guys are sick and tired of missing out on all these drops and pre-orders, PokeNotify is the perfect Discord channel for you, especially if you've already signed up for all the online store alerts and all the free Discords and still haven't been able to get anything. They also have a 3-day free trial, and then too, if you use the code PokeBeard25 at checkout, you will receive 25% off your first month. So definitely check them out. All the links are in the description. But all right, let's get into it. And I normally like to record my Market Mondays Sunday night, so it's as up to date as possible. But I'm going to be gone all day Sunday into Monday, so I am actually recording this on Saturday night. So if anything crazy happened in like the next day, I'll try to put it down below or something so you guys can at least see that if you're watching. But all right, we're on PokeBeach here. So every card is now revealed and they're all crystal clear. Honestly, the set is looking crazy. But again, if you do not like Gen 5, you know, you're not going to be the biggest fan of this set. But the art is crazy. I'm curious which set is going to take, you know, the crown. Is it going to be Black Bolt or White Flare? But I'm liking these. We even got, I think it's the Seismitoad is done by Conda, you know, the same artist who did Magikarp and the Giratina. So that one's probably going to go a little crazy. If it would be of a more popular Pokemon, it would definitely be one of the most expensive cards in the set. But it's looking like the Black Zekrom and the White Reshiram are the most expensive cards in the set, which is pretty crazy. You know, it's been a long time since we've had something, you know, be the #1 spot that isn't a special illustration rare or alternate art. But I'm very excited. I think I'm liking White Flare a little bit better. I'm going to have to look at them a little bit more, but let me know down below if you guys like White Flare or Black Bolt. I just feel like the Reshiram, Keldeo are the two most beautiful special illustration rares, and then the White Reshiram is just crazy. Hydreigon's also nuts. And then, you know, both of them have a couple special illustration rares, but not the most popular Pokemon, but still very solid art. But all right, let's get into it. We got celebrations. Everything's up like a buck or two. Nothing super crazy. The Celebrations ETB is almost at 160, and the Pokemon Center ETB is almost at 215. Next, we got Evolving Skies. Pretty much the same prices as last week. The ETBs are right at $300, and we're getting prices for the Evolving Skies booster box between $18 to pretty much $2,000. Next, we got Crown Zenith up a little bit. So we got the regular ETB. Last sold 160, 175, 160, 175. So I'm about 10 of them at 160. So that is good to see. Pretty much my favorite ETB because I have the most of those for sure. It's funny, someone actually just sent me a like 1.5-year old Reddit post about me, about how I'm obsessed with Crown Zenith and how I said I'm going to be grabbing it for as long as possible. And then everybody was talking in the comments and stuff like if it was a good idea, if Crown Zenith is that good, or if it was overprinted. And most of the people said in the comments that it's overprinted and it won't really go up. And now we got the regular ETB at almost 170. And then we got the booster bundle here. Last sold for the booster bundle, 88, 88, 88, and 80. So that's definitely doing pretty good. And we'll check the Pokemon Center ETB. So this got down to $250. Now last sold 271, 271, 285, 304. So that's doing very good. And the Moltres tin is up a couple dollars. Market price 62. Last sold 85, 60, 73, 75, 74, 57. 5 of them at 68. And then I also want to check the Zacian box. See how good that one is doing. Market price 151. Last sold 180, 175, 199, 175, 167. So Crown Zenith is doing work. Next we got 151. Everything is kind of the same. The booster bundle is up a little bit, and I think the regular ETB is up. The booster bundle got down to about $64, $65. Now last sold 67, 72, 71, 69, 71. And then the regular ETB, market price 233. Last sold 235, 240, 230, 235, 250. But everything else is about the same price for 151. Next, we got Prismatic Evolutions. Nothing is going up in price for Prismatic right now, which is honestly great news, so people can actually open up the set. Next, we got Destined Rivals. So the booster box holding super strong. Even bounced back a little bit, got down to 256. Now last sold 264, 264, 264. Very, very solid box. And then the ETB market price is $89. Last sold 78, 89, 80, 75. So that's good to see. But the thing I want to drop in price is the Pokemon Center ETB, because I was only able to get one of these, and I would love to just get a couple more for the sealed collection because I am literally obsessed with these ETBs. I think they're absolutely beautiful, and I think they're the best looking ETBs in the entire Scarlet and Violet era. But last sold for the PC ETB 183, 185, 199, 184, and 210. So if I see any of these and they're really, really clean, I'm definitely going to try to grab a couple because I can honestly see this ETB maybe going back up in price too. You never know. Next, we have the Surging Sparks booster box. This got down to $216. Now last sold $225, $228, $227, $200, $240, $228. Next, we have the Twilight Masquerade booster box. This was at $207 3 months ago. Now last sold $268, $241, $250, $260. 11 of them at $250. Next, we have the Temporal Forces booster box. Last sold $211, $220, $211, $220. Next, we have the Obsidian Flames booster box case. So this was at $1,077 3 months ago. Now last sold $1,449, $1,295, $1,430, $1,434, $1,350. Next, we have the Scarlet and Violet base set booster box case. This was at $990 3 months ago. Now last sold $1,295, $1,297, $1,244, $1,200. Next, we have the Paradox Rift booster box case. We're going to be checking some cases today. So this was at $1,040 3 months ago. Now last sold $1,290, $1,295, $1,200. Next, we have the Paldea Evolve booster box case. And if you guys did not know, there's 6 booster boxes per booster box case, which is pretty much the modern grail that everybody wants, is a nice, fresh booster box case. So this was at $1,300 3 months ago for Paldea Evolved. Now last sold $1,854, $1,900, $1,875, $1,790. Next, we have the Stellar Crown booster box case. This was at $1,000 3 months ago. Now last sold $1,284, $1,285, $1,279. Next, we have the Twilight Masquerade booster box case. This was at $1,215 3 months ago. Now last sold $1,480, $1,445, $1,400. Next, we got the Temporal Forces booster box case. This was at $1,038 3 months ago. Now last sold $1,325, $1,200, $1,250. Next, we have the Paldean Fates Pokemon Center ETB case. So this was at $300 a year ago. I remember I got mine for like $260 on eBay. Now last sold $1,099, $1,090, $997, $880. That is just crazy. Next, we have the Surging Sparks Pokemon Center ETB case. So this was $395. Now last sold $998, $720, $694, $675, $728. Most of the sales on eBay are around $700. Next, we have the Fusion Strike Pokemon Center ETB. This is at $193, still slowly climbing up. Last sold $267, $265, $269, $275. Probably going to get to $300 soon. Next, we have the Astral Radiance Pokemon Center ETB. Last sold $135, $135, $130, $125, $110. Next, we have the Charizard UPC making another little climb. Last sold $299, $314, $310, $310, $310. Next, we have the Greninja UPC. Last sold $250, $240, $245, $250, $212, $220. It's just so funny to see these prices because I remember when this box came out, I watched multiple YouTube videos from other Pokemon YouTuber investors saying, do not buy this box. I remember even one of the thumbnails, it had like a big X through it and it says, do not buy this. And it is doing very good. Next, we have the Terapagos UPC. Last sold $135, $140, $140, $138. Next, we have the Paldea Evolve Booster Bundle. Last sold $60, $60. Pretty much all the sales are at $60. Next, we got Black Bolt on TCG Player. We got the ETB market price $136. Booster Bundle $70. Black Bolt Binder Collection $77. The Illustration Collection, that's the one with the Victini promo. And it actually has the Jumbo Illustration Rare Victini, which I'm super stoked about. I really want to get that box for sure. And that's going for $88. And then we got another poster collection, market price $46. And then for the Pokemon Center ETB, we got sales all over the place. So $190 for Black Bolt, $160. Looks like we got both of them for $230. which is a way better deal than the first two. And then we got another bundle deal at $350. That's making me think like this is only the regular ETB, but it does say Pokemon Center ETB. Again, Black Bolt for $200. Another set for $285 for the Pokemon Center ETB. We even got a Pokemon Center Black Bolt here for $110. I mean, that's not bad compared to the $150 and $200. All right, we only got a few cards that are going up in price right now. So we got the Mewtwo EX from Destined Rivals. This literally got down to $318. Now last sold $350, $350, $400, $450, $375, $325. Next, we have the Team Rocket's Nidoking. This got down to $90. Now last sold $95, $95, $95, $110, $90, $140. So some of these cards could definitely go up in price a little bit. Next, we have the Misty Psyduck. This got down to $45. Now last sold $54, $57, $57, $54, $53. Next, we have the Ethan's Typhlosion, which now that I've seen a ton of these in person, I think the Ethan's Typhlosion is my favorite illustration rare in the entire set. It's crazy and it just pops just so hard in person. But this card got down to almost $35. Now last sold $50, $48, $53, $50. Next, we have Black Bolt and White Flare Japanese booster boxes on eBay. So we got both of them for $177, Black Bolt for $86, another set for $260, $196 for the set, another Black Bolt for $93, another one for $88. Next, we have some art rares from the Black Bolt Japanese set, just so we can kind of get a feel what our cards are going to go for. But most of the cards, honestly, are $5 or less. There's not any super expensive art rares in this set, on the Japanese side at least. We do have the Seismitoad here. So this is the same artist who did the Giratina, and that's selling for $15. Chandelier at $14.42. Victini at $21.50, which is going to be a promo for us. Snivy at $8. Bisharp at $8. And then, yeah, so many cheap ones at like $5, $6. Volcarona at $10.64. Haxorus at $8.85. Servine at $6. I mean, there's so many are just $5, $6. Would take forever if I went through every single one, but another Seismitoad at $15. Lilligant at $7. Larvesta at $6.94. Beautiful art on that. Wow, that is crazy. I can't wait to see a lot of these in person. But yeah, tons of affordable ones. Like I said, pretty much every one is like $10 or less. We got an Emolga here at $10.83. Anything else crazy? Not seeing any big price cards. Another Victini at $21. Let me go put highest price first. I'm guessing it's going to be the same exact cards. Just in case if I'm missing something. Ooh, we do have that Ends Plan, but that's an SAR sold for $238. Yeah, it looks like the Victini and then the Landorus and Thundurus are the most expensive cards. And of course, those are going to be promos for us. So next, we are checking out White Flare art rares. Same thing. I already scrolled through a bunch of these. Most of them are $5 or less. We got the Oshawott at $12.29, which deserves it. The card is crazy beautiful. Tepig at $11.70. Zorua at $10. Zoroark at $11.19. That card is also super nice. So many affordable cards. Emboar at $8.23. Samurott at $5.40. Another Zoroark at $12.39. Let me go up to the top again and do the most expensive. See if we got anything crazy. So we got all the evolution lines selling for about $36 to $30. And then, yeah, the Oshawott is the most expensive art rare on the White Flare side. All right, next we're checking out the special art rares for the Black Bolt side. We have the Superior EX at $32, Ends Plan SAR at $125, $130, Kyurem at $48, Excadrill at $11, Superior at $50. The Reshiram and Zekrom sold for $5.19, but the Reshiram is from White Flare. And then we have the Kyurem and Hydreigon for $125, but the Hydreigon is from White Flare. And then we got both Ends cards for $180. We got the Meloetta for $58 and $67. Another Excadrill for $14. Another Superior at $50. And we got the Zekrom at $246, $280, and the Kyurem at $82. Next, we are checking out White Flare special art rares. We got the Hydreigon at $45, $45, $62. We got the Kyurem and Hydreigon at $125. We already looked at that. We got the Bouffalant at $12.62. And we got the Keldeo at $26. In my opinion, the Keldeo is the most beautiful card in the entire set. Next, we got the Jellicent SAR at $28. I think that's how you pronounce that. Another Bouffalant at $17. Whimsicott at $30. Keldeo at $23. Hydreigon at $54. And we got the Reshiram at $338. And then here is the Hilda SAR. Wow, $156. That is very good. Another Hydreigon at $75. And then for the big cards, which is just crazy, we got the black and white full art cards. So we got the set sold for $829. Otherwise, Zekrom sold for $428, $490, $409, $413, and $490. And then for Reshiram, we got one sale at $730. Otherwise, we got $468, $495, which is just insane prices for just full art cards that are not special art rares. So that is super crazy to see. I honestly cannot wait to see those cards in person though. All right, next we're going to check out a couple PSA 10 cards. So we have the Special Delivery Pikachu, still slowly going up in price in a PSA 10. This was at $500. Now last sold in a 10 is $1,092, and it was $900 before that. So just like in the last, 6 months, it's gone crazy. Pretty low pops too. There's only $1,299 in the 10, and $7,185 in a 9, and $2,598 in an 8. Next, we have the Special Delivery Charizard. Same exact looking chart. This one was $220 in a PSA 10. Now last sold $657, $533, $628, and $650. Again, kind of tough to grade. There's 4,214 in the 10, but there's 14,772 in the 9, and 4,211 in an 8. And last on the list, we have the Special Delivery Bidoof with a pop of only 940 in a 10 and 2,012 in a 9. It's got down to 538 in a 10, now last sold $1,000. And before that was 856. But all right, that was today's Pokemon Market Monday. If you guys do like this content, please make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a like and comment. If you guys want to support more, you can check out my Instagram, my TikTok, or my YouTube membership. It's only 99 cents a month. But all right, I want you guys to have a great day. And if you want to watch my last vending video, which was a super fun one, I had a couple special guests come, and I tried to give away some binders to some kids. Click this video here. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.